This podcast is brought to you by People's Food Co-op, a community-owned grocery store in downtown La Crosse, Wisconsin and Rochester, Minnesota, that promotes local farmers and producers through an emphasis on fresh, healthy, sustainable food. Anyone can shop. Everyone is welcome. For more information, visit them online at pfc.coop. This podcast is also brought to you by Trempealeau County Tourism. Whether your idea of fun is bicycling, hiking, or canoeing, afterwards head into the heart of one of their welcoming communities to experience historic architecture, independent shops, and locally owned dining establishments. Visit Trempealeau County Tourism online. We chatted with Felicia Booker of SmashhTyme Southern Kitchen, offering Southern takeout and delivery. They serve up chicken, fish, shrimp, fried gizzards, and a variety of sides. We talk about the origin of the business, how to order and pick up, and where people can find out more. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is La Crosse Local.
Yes, so my name is Felicia Booker. I am originally from Chicago, Illinois. I have been in the Cooley region for over 20 years.
Ooh.
So I think I had family members living down this way approximately about 1992. And so, yeah, it's been that long. And, off and on, I go home and check on my mom, an only child. So, at some points, probably like back in 2000, I moved back to Chicago for a little bit. And then I just came back to the Cooley region in 2018. And so a little bit about how I got into cooking. Yeah, I've been cooking for a long time, ever since, I can remember. And so I got into cooking by watching my grandmother in the kitchen. And so my grandmother was, a master chef, and, she would chef up all these good meals for us. And as a child growing up, I was really intrigued by that. And so, long story short, when kids are in the kitchen, parents or grandmothers going to be like, oh, get out of here, because they don't want you around the stove. It's hot. But then with me, I just kept going in there, because I wanted to really see what she was doing. And so once she sensed that, she started to let me watch. And so that's how I really started a love and a journey with cooking ever since the age of like 7 years old.
Relatively kind of starting to follow you on Facebook and seeing what you have to offer, which looks amazing. How did SmashhTyme Southern Kitchen get its start? Like, what was the impetus for it?
Yeah, so actually, a couple of years ago, I had got this job as a debt collector. And so I was really, liking the job, really taking to the job. It was really competitive, and I like a good competition. And so, made a couple of friends, very good work environment. Everybody seemed to have positive energy. And so I was really drawn to this job and was really picking up really fast and, getting bonuses and just doing really well, And so, right then and there, as I was really growing with the job and getting into the job, boom, COVID hit. And so once COVID hit, I fall into like a high-risk group because I've been an asthmatic all my life. And so I suffer with asthma, and I also have high blood pressure. And so once that hit, I started to still go to work, but at this point they had to clean. And so they was in there cleaning everything, and the chemicals that they was using was really setting my asthma off. So I was like one of the first ones in that particular high-risk group that they let go. With that said, that's how I started getting into the business ideas for SmashhTyme. And I had a few of them. And so cooking wouldn't have been my first choice because it's a lot of physical work. And so oftentimes, when you cooking food and you run a restaurant and stuff like that, people don't care about the brunt work that you got to do. They just want their food. And so I kept saying, God, I really don't want to cook because I got to stand up all day doing this. And so I had some other ideas, but that was like the faster developing one. It was like the universe was really speaking to that idea. So I just followed it.
the business incubator cooking out of that kitchen, right? That's where most people can come pick it up, or you can actually order it on all the apps, right? Kind of
Yeah.
give you the opportunity to kind of cook when you wanted to in some ways.
Yeah, that's, a lot of people still walk up that is not, internet savvy. So they've heard about me, through word of mouth. So I have walk ups, and we do our website, which you can order off of Square. SmashhTyme SouthernKitchen.com, and it'll forward you to the Square website where you can order. We also have the Eat Street app and Uber Eats that you can order through delivery there, or you can call us, and sometimes we deliver as well too.
So how did the name come about?
Yeah, so SmashhTyme is like, if you want to say, like, it's a lingo that's used in like the African American households. And so, when we getting ready to bang some food or we really hungry, we'll be like, man, I'm ready to smash, So that's how the name came. And so, everybody in our community knows what that is. And so my other family members, SmashhTyme family members, I'm waking them up to a whole another way of just expression and lingo. And I try not to be too proper. I try to be more down to earth on the page. And it seems to be working. And I engage with, a lot of my customers and followers. And they seem to like that. We're almost at 1,000 followers. So I'm very proud of that, because I remember when I first got it started and I only had under 100. And so it's amazing to me, like within 3 to 4 months, how it has grown, because we opened up November 1st of 21. And so, yeah, I'm very intrigued by that.
So also just kind of following along, and I'm going to make sure to get over there and try it soon here. You got chicken, you got fish, shrimp, fried gizzards, kind of the traditional Southern cooking, dinner combos. How do you think it stands apart? I mean, you're pretty much the only person in La Crosse offering this sort of food, but how else do you kind of stand apart?
Yeah. And so, number one, how we stand apart is, like you said, first, we're the only Southern restaurant here. So that's big, because it was almost like La Crosse was calling out for something different. I hear that from the customers a lot, like, oh my God. And so a lot of people, their families is rooted in the South. They miss this food. Their essence speaks to this food. And so it's like, man, we haven't had this in forever. So it's just like going in your own kitchen. Home cooking is like the best cooking that you can possibly have in your body. That's number two. And so number three, I will have to say that everything that I use in my kitchen and SmashhTyme kitchen is organic, all the way down to the flour that we use. And so we get our chicken from a local farmer. It's not, through some big distributor. And so that's another thing that makes our food delicious, is that, I get all the way down, as far as that I can really go to making it, wholesome and organic. That's my goal.
Is there anything coming up that you're excited for? Is there any updates on your growth? It seems like you've had some success over these past few months, but is there anything coming down the line that you're excited for?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Like, yeah, not too long ago, we just did a cooking lesson with the public library.
Okay.
And so that was a success. Had a lot of fun doing that. And then we just had a celebration ceremony for all the upcoming entrepreneurs that they had at Boot Hill Pub. And so, yeah, we've been doing a lot of events. Upcoming events will be our commercial, our skit that's going to be on Made Right. It's for Made Right. And so News Channel 8 will feature this in May. I believe it's for 30 days. And so they'll run like these little, mini skits, commercials of SmashhTyme and that. So we've been working on that, and just a lot of plans ahead for SmashhTyme.
You kind of referenced it earlier, but there's been a lot of these sort of pickup only, or actually going to people's home kitchens and picking up food. I think some people get a little bit confused about it. So again, like, what are the hours? How do they pick it up? Does it change?
Yeah. And, since we opened, our intention was to be open at some of the later hours, that around bar time, because we noticed that there was a market there and that people wanted food. around that hour. However, upon opening, we were well into like our first 2 weeks. And so one of my employees, which he's back now, his name is Jimmy, and he lost his father. And so then my other employee, her mom got sick, and eventually she lost her mom, sadly to say. And so I was experiencing both of these incidents right when we first opened. So I had to take on the company on my own at that time because I didn't have any other employees, which made me a one-woman show. With that said, the hours did change because now I'm in there for 14 hours. And so I cannot do, 2, 3, 4 in the morning
Nope.
on my back when I'm getting there and I've already, been working for 12 hours. So that's one of the reasons why the hours have changed. Typically, our hours are from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And so that's because we have a lot of meetings in the morning. We have to do, food inventory. Sometimes we sell out on a daily basis. And so we find ourselves having to get more product in there, so we can be prepared to serve the customers. And sometimes it was running into the 2 o'clock hour, 3 o'clock hour. So now we're just like 4 p.m. to 12 seems to work the best for us. And I noticed that some of the sites don't update as quickly as I would like them to, or they'll have the correct hours on one part, but then another part will have the old hours. So yeah, I can definitely understand how that gets confusing.
Well, it's just new. I mean, it's great. It's something come out of the pandemic. It seems like there's a lot of home bakers. There's a lot of people starting businesses. It's really kind of, I think, bringing it back to the day where you exchange eggs for something else in your little neighborhood. So it's pretty exciting.
System. Yeah.
So if people want to find out more, what's the best avenue for them to go to?
Yeah, I mean, the best avenue that I can say would be to join us on Facebook, become a part of our SmashhTyme community. There you will get updates about closing, events, just posting of pictures, videos from SmashhTyme, our upcoming chef coat line that we're working on. And so, yeah, you will get basically everything on the Facebook page. Secondly, it would be to call directly because a lot of people hop in that inbox. And so if I'm at work and we get busy, I don't have time to look at the inbox. So a lot of times I don't even know when people inbox me because I'm not, looking at the phone every 5 minutes because I have to do orders and stuff like that. Yeah, I always tell people to call me directly. That would be one of the best ways without confusion to know, what hours are we working? Are we closing early tonight? What's going on? It's just to call that number, place your order. Right now, we're only takeout and delivery. We are working on a space of our own because we are in a commercial shared kitchen right now. And, hopefully that'll be coming up soon here in the spring, summer months. And so, yeah, we've been doing excellent. So far, so good.
Lacrosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at Lacrosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the Lacrosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.